I tried completing one of the hardest questline in Tarkov, the Punisher series on hardcore difficulty, that too solo. No safe container, no insurance and no scav runs puts a heavy stress on your ruble count. So will I be able to get these 35 kills before I run out of money? FYI, for the Punisher part 6, I need 15 SVD rifle kills. And each SVD built with the bullets cost me at least 250k rubles. If you account for the gear and meds, this number comes down to at least 400k rubles. And I just started with only 2.5 million rubles to my name. Completing this quest means a lot to me because I have been playing this vibe so far without a safe container. The rewards for Punisher part 6 will completely change the rest of the vibe for me, as finally I'll be able to use a safe container. The challenging part of Punisher series started from part 4, where I had to get 10 PMC kills in the Lighthouse map wearing a scav vest. My first raid on Lighthouse was a gentle reminder of how hard this questline was gonna be. Out of nowhere, the new boss Partisan kills me for no reason at all, costing me my best kit. At the start of the next raid, I heard someone running, so I slowed down to get an advantage. Turns out it was a duo and I almost died to the second guy. They were crazy loaded, and not having a stomach anymore, I decided to reset and try again next raid. This raid I heard a PMC go into the garage of the chalet building, and then he stopped moving for a very long time. Unlike him, I took the courage to push and paid a heavy penalty for it. He landed a headshot with one of the worst close quarter guns in the game, the RFP. How unlucky. Well, this was just the beginning. Next raid I heard a player's footsteps, so I got a free kill, and then I killed a few scavs for the shotgun kills, and then pushed into chalet. My AI2 was stuck. I panicked and I tried to run for my life, but it didn't matter anymore. Once you have played this game so much like I have, you can do this. PMC in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close, right? Next I moved to chalet, where all fights in Lighthouse happen. I failed to jump over the barbed wire into chalet and I was stuck outside. When it's your time, nothing can stop you. And this was my raid. I even tanked a headshot from a scav and survived. Finally made it inside chalet and slowly started clearing angles. Is he in that room or below? I won my first PvP against the chaddest of the chaddest teams you'll ever see. Looted them because I really needed the gear and money. Oh, what the fuck? They were so thick. Killed a few player scavs who wanted a piece of the pie and made it out alive. A big raid for me. In the next raid, when I reached chalet, I heard someone in garage again, who again went silent after hearing me. This felt like deja vu. So to save myself from another headshot, I decided to play this slow. Turns out this was the best idea ever. Resulted me in getting a free kill without doing anything. Soon another guy showed up. Exchanged a few blows, but nothing happened. I had to pick up the gun from the guy I killed because I was running out of ammo, and then I pushed with it. Finally, the garage guy decided to join the fight too, and I respect that. I looted all of them and the loot was crazy. On my way out, I decided to look at the sniper rock and there was a sniper looking at me. Survived another headshot, dropped my bag and ran inside for the safety and tried to snipe him out from a cheeky angle. Also saw him for a split second, but one of the best 300 hours sniper players that I have ever fought in Tarkov. GG's. My target to kill 10 PMCs was done, but I still had to come back to Lighthouse to get a few scav kills. Nothing serious happened other than this epic fight which felt like from the movies. Also used this opportunity to grab as much money as possible for the upcoming difficult quest, The Punisher Part 6. I lost a lot of money but gained almost the same amount on factory, and again I was sitting at around 2.5 million before I started Punisher Part 6, where I had to get 15 PMC kills with an SVD rifle. Little did I know the journey from this point onwards was going to be hell for me, and I would need every last bit of it and more to complete this painful quest. For my first raid of Punisher Part 6, I went customs, and it went horrible. I died to a rat. This was going to be more difficult for me compared to the previous quest because of two main reasons. First, for some reason my usual server was high ping and I was forced to play at 180 ping. Second, I only had 10 round mags available from traders as Flea Market was not allowed. But this did not stop me from trying. For the second raid, again I came customs and went doms this time. I heard someone in the other doms building and I missed one of the easiest opportunity to get my first PMC kill. Lucky for me, he decided to push, but turns out this was a duo. And I was cornered in at a very bad spot. And my only option was to peek through this door where my long SVD would not even fit.
Saying that.
Managed to kill one of the guys trying to do setup but ended up dying to his teammate, the guy who I missed the free shot at. For my next raid, I went woods. I was completing other quests while trying to do the SVD kills. The plan was to push any shots I hear, as finding people in woods can sometimes get tough. I have to admit, my aim was not on point today. I was missing every free kill I saw. He disappeared, then I saw him again, and then I missed again, and then he disappeared again. The only way I was finding him again was becoming a bait, and I was too desperate, so I went for it. And there he was. He was not even trying to hide. I was not letting this kind of opportunity slide, and I took the shot. I looted him, nothing too fancy, and I kept searching for more PMCs. And when there was no hope, I was moving towards extract, I heard somebody shoot again. I ran as quickly as possible to catch him before he extracts, and there he was, another free kill opportunity, and I did not want to miss this time. Turned out to be a Timmy. I looted him and extracted. My first survive while trying to do the Punisher Part 6. For my next raid, I went Lighthouse. Just at the start of the raid, I fought Scavs and ended up getting a fracture. Having no splint, I took painkillers and moved towards Blue Chalet. I heard a bush who turned out to be a PMC and I took a lot of shots at him, but the fence ended up tanking everything. He went inside the garage building, so I ran inside the chalet to find an angle on him, but he never peeked. I kept looking for the PMC, then I was shot by a rat who was also hiding in my building. Happy that I had killed a PMC, I heard more footsteps approaching towards me. So I braced myself, and just as we were about to fight, I had died to the first PMC that was saved by the fence. What an unlucky day. Next I decided to go reserve as I wanted to get some raider kills, which I did. But again my aim was not on point today. I had a few good opportunities to kill a few PMCs, but I ended up missing them all and took an unlucky headshot. At this point my morale was an extreme low. Next I went ground zero and found a team camping on the floor above me. Not able to push the only stairs above, I decided to wait for them, but this guy hits the craziest sniper shot ever. And it was at this moment that I decided to take a step back and take a break. In 6 raids, I have only got 4 out of the 15 kills required and lost 5 kits in the process. I knew I could do better, and the next day with a fresh mind, I gave it my all. I won't say it started amazing. The challenge was still tough, and with every kit lost, I was approaching towards 0 rubles, something that was always at the back of my mind. So I went woods the next raid because this was the only map that worked for me. Turned out to be a dull raid, but I ended up finding a Bitcoin. I knew I couldn't risk losing this as I had no money left, so I cut this raid short and extracted. Now finally I had a little bit of money backing me up. Back to woods, and again I was chasing any shots that I heard. This led me to med camp. Got my first PMC of the day, and while I was fighting him, I was keeping track of other fights in the areas. Instantly after this, I ran towards the lumber camp and started looking for the player. Didn't want to give him any time to recover, I pushed him. While I was chasing towards more shots that I heard, I ended up dying to someone who I somehow didn't spot, who was literally in the open. Since I had some money, I wanted to give customs another try. The only PMC I saw the whole raid was this guy trying to snipe from construction. Lucky for me, he wasn't moving. I was easily able to get him. Unable to find more PMCs, I extracted with decent loot. Again in customs back at construction, I saw a player. Missed my initial shots at him, but easily found him on the other side of the fence where he thought he was safe. Soon I heard a fight break out in the fortress, so I decided to push and ended up getting a free kill. Wasted no time in looting and kept searching for more PMCs and then extracted. Back again in customs, I was admiring the spot at the start of the raid when I heard a PMC, who I'm surprised didn't hear me. Next I saw this PMC sniping from one of the most common spots, and I decided to take this free kill too. When everything was going good, I was getting kills and consistently extracting. Tarkov did not like this. As far as I can remember, I had never struggled this much on a single quest. Sitting at 11 kills in 12 raids was a bottom that I had hit. But I had to get this done no matter what. Just as the raid started, I heard a PMC running, so I slowed down. This could have gone really bad as I was not expecting him to be this close. More fights broke out near me and I decided to play this carefully as I was not ready to go back to the lobby just yet. I saw a PMC on the other side of the wall doing the same thing as me, Luckily, I spotted him first and I did not miss. On further investigation, I found where the fight was happening and my patience paid off. All I needed was one more kill and I kept searching for more PMCs. On my way to dorms, I heard a shot towards old gas station and I decided to check it out. My hard work had finally paid off and the quest was done. There are good days and bad days in Tarkov. If you can endure the bad days, the good days will come soon enough. And this was my story of how I conquered Tarkov in my first ever hardcore attempt. With this, I end the hardcore series in order to pursue other content which probably will work better on the channel. Punisher Part 6! Done! He had an Absalon. Ooh. Let's go. I really appreciate who watched the 4-episode series till the end. If you haven't, check it out from the start.